Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, welcome back again to my video. And in this video, I want to share you and knowledge how to reinstall operating system in Cisco devices. So, what is reinstalling the operating system in devices? So it's likely mostly in the Cisco devices. There's many like events. So for example, we want to use the Cisco devices, and we feel this devices has the corrupted operating system or iOS. So that we need to do it's like reinstalling the operating system. Okay, so now let's get started for this session, and we simulate in Cisco Packet Tracer or CPT. So now let's get started for this session. Okay, for this tutorial, we need to do it at the router. So now we use the router and use the server. So now we add the network devices. For example, we use the Cisco 1841. Okay, this one 1841. And now we add the end devices for the time. Now we use the server. So why we choose server for this session? So this server will be has the like service to storing like operating system files that we can to transfer this server into the routers. And for this method for transferring, we use service TFTP. So if you want to check service, we can go to the server. We can go to the service tab, and the server there's many service that we can use for Cisco Packet Tracer. There's like HTTP, DHCP version 6, and for this section we use TFTP. So as you can see in the TFTP section, you can see they store the files for simulating transferring operating system to into the router. Okay, now let's start. So now we need to do is connect a server to the router. So we just need to do it's using one cable. So now we choose fast Ethernet 0. Yeah, this is will automatically connect. Okay, so because this still red or still down the connection, so we need to do it's enable letter in the router. Okay, so first we need to do is add an IP address. Exactly, yeah. Exactly, we need to do have IP address to continue TFTP service. So now we can go to desktop in server. We can go to IP configuration, and now for this IP we add the IP 192, 168, and now we use IP 10. Yeah, for this is IP 10. Okay, for later we use the IP 10.1 in router. So now in server we set IP to 10.2, and with the subnet mask /24. Okay, so now we already add IP in the server, and now lastly we add IP in the router, so we can to open the CLI in the router. So, and firstly, when you add end devices, we would you like to enter the initial configuration dialog? So now we just set no and press enter twice. Okay, there we go. We already successful CLI, and now we need to do it at an IP address first in the interface. So because we use fast Ethernet 0 to connect to the server, so now we can go to the firstly we need to do privilege mode by enable. Now we configure the terminal, and now we enter the interface fast Ethernet 0. And now for this interface we add an IP 192.168 10.1 with subnet max 255 255.0. This is means /34. Yeah. Okay, and lastly, don't forget to enable interface by using command no shutdown. Okay, as you can see, it's enabled. Okay, for this method, now we need to do it's simulating to reinstall the operating system or iOS into the router. Okay, so now before we transferring the operating system file or flash file, so make sure we need to do is have the same name file to prevent errors in this section. So as you can see, if you want to know the file name in the router, we can go to the use command show flash. So in the show flash, we have to use, we can see the system flash directory, and we see in the here the bin file. So this is the file name for operating system or flash file. So this is the file to use in Cisco 1841. This is the file name. And before we transferring, make sure in the server, we can to check in server, go to service tab, go to the FTP, and just make sure they have this file before we transfer. Okay, now next, how to transfer file from server into router using TFTP service. Now we need to do it. Use the command copy flash, copy flash, and because we use method TFTP, so we add TFTP. Okay, for this one we got ask short file name. So because this router have this short file name like this, so we can to copy from here, or you can copy from server. I just click Ctrl C, or yeah, maybe copy, and we can paste here, paste and enter, and we get ask again, address or name or remote host. So now we add IP into the server because the TFTP server is using IP 10.2. Okay, so this is confirmation. And to start the reinstall, to start transferring the flash file, we click enter. Okay, so now it's waiting. Now there you go, it's waiting. And all the files, so now we can see it's have been copied from server into router. And as you can see, it's success to transferring file into router. Okay, now how to proceed the reinstall. So if you want to proceed the reinstall, we can use the command reload. Okay, so now we need to do, yes, save the configuration first and proceed to reload. Okay, now the router is starting to reload using the new flash file. And there we go, it's success. And let's try again to show the flash file. Okay, show flash. And as you can see, there's no problem while installing the routers. And this is the method how to reinstalling the operating system in the router using TFTP service. Okay, that's all from me about tutorial how to reinstall the operating system in Cisco routers or devices. And thank you guys for watching my video. Sorry when I have mistake. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.